Hi, this is Ridea Keeping It Real, and we are reading through the Bible using the Good News Bible. We're almost finished with the Apocrypha books. We're on 2nd Ezra's, and we're on the 6th division of 2nd Ezra's. Oh, this has been an interesting book. It really has. Eye-opening. So, here we go. The 6th vision. The vision. I stayed in the field for 7 days. This is Ezra. As the angel had commanded me. I ate nothing but wild flowers. I was a vegetarian in those days. The 7 days passed, and the following night I had a dream. In my dream, I saw a wind coming up out of the sea and stirring up great waves. As I watched the wind, it brought with it out of the sea what looked like a man, and he was flying on the clouds. When he turned his face, everything he looked at began to tremble. And when he spoke, everyone who heard his voice melted like wax in a fire. I looked again and saw a crowd too large to count. There were people gathered together from all parts of the world to fight against the man who had come up out of the sea. Then I watched the man carve out a high mountain and fly up on it. I tried to see the place or the region from which this mountain was carved out, but I couldn't. Then I saw that all the people who had come together to make war against him were terrified, but they still prepared to fight him. When the man saw the great crowd advancing to attack him, he did not take up any weapons. The only thing I saw was what looked like a stream of fire coming out of his mouth. He sent a flaming wind from his lips and a storm of sparks from his tongue. The stream of fire, the flaming wind, and the great storm combined and swept down on the crowd that was coming to attack him and burned them all up. In a single moment, that crowd, too large to count, vanished, and there was nothing left but powdery ashes and the smell of smoke. I was shocked when I saw what had happened. Then I saw the man come down from the mountain and call another large crowd to come to him. This was a peace-loving crowd. All sorts of people came. Some were happy, some were sad, some had their hands and feet tied, some brought others as a gift to the Lord. The interpretation of the vision. I was so frightened that I woke up. I prayed to God Most High and said, Lord, you have shown me all these marvelous things. You have considered me worthy and have heard my prayers. Now please show me the meaning of this dream also. I have been thinking how terrible it will be for the people who will be living in those days, but how much worse for those who do not survive. They will be in great sorrow because they will not enjoy any of the pleasures reserved for the last days. But how terrible also for those who do survive. They will have to face great dangers and many troubles, as these dreams have shown. Nevertheless, it is better to pass through these dangers and reach the end than to disappear like a cloud from the world and never see what takes place in the last days. He answered, I will explain to you the meaning of the vision and answer the questions you have asked. You've raised questions about those who will survive until the end. The answer is that the one who brings the dangers in those days will also protect from danger the people who have stored up good works and faithfulness with God, the Almighty One. You may be certain that those who survive are far more fortunate than those who die. This is the meaning of the vision. The man you saw coming up out of the sea represents the one whom God Most High has kept ready for many ages. He will free the world he created and establish the new order for those who survive. You saw the wind, fire, and storm coming out of the man's mouth, and you saw that without the use of any spear or any other weapon, he destroyed the great crowd that was advancing to attack him. This means that the time is near when God Most High will begin to free the people on earth. At that time, everyone will be close to panic. They will begin to make war against one another, city against city, region against region, nations against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. When that happens, the signs I told you about earlier will take place. And then I will reveal my son, whom you saw as a man coming out of the sea. When they hear his voice, all the nations will leave their territory, forget their wars with each other, with one another, and come together in one great crowd, too large to count, as you saw in your dream. The nations will unite with the single purpose of making war on my son. He will take his stand on the top of Mount Zion, and the New Jerusalem will be seen by everyone. It will be completed and fully built, just as in your dream you saw the mountains carved out, but not by human hands. Then my son will condemn the assembled nations for their godlessness. This is what the storm meant. He will confront them with the wicked plans they have made and also with the torments they must endure. This is what the flames meant. Then he will easily destroy them by means of the law. That is what the fire meant. You saw him gather another great crowd of peace-loving people. These are the 10 tribes of Israel who were taken away into captivity. In the time of King Hosea, King Shalmaneser of Assyria captured them and deported them to a foreign land east of the Euphrates River. But the 10 tribes decided not to stay in that land amongst the many Gentiles, so they moved further east to a country where no human beings have ever lived before, like Turtle Island. There, I added that. There they hoped to keep their laws, which they had failed to keep in their own country. When they had to make the difficult passage across the Euphrates, God Most High performed miracles for them and blocked the channel of the river until they had crossed over. Their long journey through the region, which is named Azariath, took 1.5 years, and they have lived there ever since. The 10 tribes. Now, in these last days, they're coming back home. And once again, God Most High will block the channels of the river so that they may cross over. That is the meaning of the great crowd of peace-loving people you saw. But they will also have with them all of your own people who are left and who are found within the borders of my holy land. When the time comes for my son to destroy the crowd that is gathered from every nation, he will protect his people who are left and perform many great miracles for them. Then I said, Lord and Master, please tell me why the man came up out of the sea. He answered, no one can explore the bottom of the sea to find out what is there. In the same way, no human being can see my son or those who come with him until the day that has been fixed. That is the meaning of your dream. You alone have been given this information. Because you have given up your own interest to devote yourself to mine and to study my law. Lord have mercy. You have dedicated your life to wisdom. That should say wisdom. Wow, that's interesting. That it says widsom. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I gotta stop here. I'll be right back. I am back. This is interesting to me. So you see that's supposed to say wisdom, WISDOM. I did this plaque, I don't know, so long ago, probably 2016, maybe even earlier than that. I don't have a date on it. So you see that? It should say wisdom, but I did wisdom. I didn't mean to do it. Wisdom is knowing what God wants. My mother said that to me one day. She said, she called me Rita. You know, Rita, you know what wisdom is? She said, wisdom is knowing what God wants. And I put this in a plaque, and I mean, I've had it for years and years and years and years and years. And I took a picture of it. I have it on my desk now. I took a picture of it, sent it to my sister, Linda. And when I took a picture and I sent it to her, I realized I had spelled wisdom wrong. But look, I've got to look this up. I've got to deal with why that's a mistake there. Why it's a mistake here. It isn't a mistake. Whew, okay, here we go. You have dedicated your life to wisdom and understanding, has been like a mother to you. That is why God Most High has rewarded you by showing you these things. After 3 days, I will come back and tell you about other profound wonders. I'm telling you, mark it down. This channel is really for one day my grandchildren are gonna, and great grandchildren are gonna see it. Mark it down. This book has changed my life. This is the book that has changed my life. Because this is where I'm at right here. I'm right here. Right here. Dedicate your life to wisdom and understanding. That, give up your own interests, devote them to the Most High's interest. I'm there. I don't see any other reason to do anything else. I don't. Line it up with what it is I'm supposed to do, with what you need me to do in this body while I'm still in it. You're allowing me to stay in the body, still here. I don't have to be here. I know that. I've gone through where I was close to death, so I kind of know that. Oh. Let me see what I'm doing here. This picture, I'm blinded by WIDSOM. That's gray. It's like it's like sand. Some of these pictures, I can see them. I can see them as though they're real. As though I'm really there. It's actually a lighter color sand, but I can't find a lighter color sand. Just imagine this. Again, imagine it's going to be real. This, the Son of the Most High coming out of the sea and taking down all of the nations just with what he says, what comes out of his mouth. Imagine that. Picture it happening. This is like a great mighty wind, and it has a lot of colors in it. Actually, it's not really that. It's got blue in it. Blue. It's got some yellow. Like this in it. It's not really gray. I don't know why I did that, because it's more colorful. Oh, every single vision has done something to me here. Every single one of them. Oh, this is not it. I know this is not it. I'm gonna color it better, and then I'm gonna upload it, and I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to make it more colorful, but it'll look a little bit like this. Look at that. So interesting. This is 2nd Esdras. This was chapter 13. It was the 6th vision. Amazing. Till next time, it's right to keeping it real.